Unit 5, Lesson B, Verbs with Infinitives. Questions and answers. Watch and listen. Verbs with infinitives. WH questions. Use WH questions with a verb plus an infinitive to ask about future plans.
Who do they intend to meet?
When does he expect to leave?
Verbs with infinitives. WH questions. To make WH questions with a verb plus an infinitive, use this order. Question word plus do, plus the subject, plus the base verb, plus an infinitive.
Where do you plan to go today?
What would she like to eat?
Who does she expect to see?
Where do you want to go?
How do they plan to travel?
Check your understanding. Look at the picture. Complete the question. Use the verbs in parentheses.
Who does she expect to see?
Where do you want to go?
How do they plan to travel?
Watch and listen. Verbs plus infinitives. Answers to WH questions. Answer WH questions with a verb plus an infinitive with a statement.
When do they intend to meet?
They intend to meet at 5 o'clock.
When does he expect to leave?
He expects to leave on Monday.
Verbs plus infinitives. Answers to WH questions. To answer WH questions with a verb plus an infinitive, use a statement with this order. Subject plus verb plus infinitive.
Where do you plan to go today?
I plan to go to the museum.
Who does she expect to see?
She expects to see the doctor.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Alaska.
How do they plan to travel?
They plan to travel by train.
Check your understanding. Look at the picture and read the question. Then complete the answer.
Who does she expect to see?
She expects to see the doctor.
Where do you want to go?
I want to go to Alaska.
How do they plan to travel?
They plan to travel by train.
Watch and listen. Verbs with infinitives. Yes, no questions. Use yes-no questions with a verb with an infinitive to ask about future plans.
Do they intend to meet us there?
Yes, they do.
Does he expect to leave soon?
No, he doesn't.
Verbs plus infinitives. Yes-no questions. To make yes-no questions with a verb with an infinitive, use this order. Do plus subject plus the base form of the verb plus an infinitive.
Do you plan to go out today?
Yes, I do.
Does she expect to see a movie?
No, she doesn't.
Do you want to go to Alaska?
Yes, I do.
Do they plan to travel by plane?
No, they don't.
Check your understanding. Look at the picture. Complete the question. Use the verbs in parentheses.
Does she expect to see a movie?
Do you want to go to Alaska?
Do they plan to travel by plane?
Let's review. An infinitive is to plus the base form of a verb. Infinitives often follow verbs that talk about future plans.
Where do you plan to go?
I plan to go to the park.
Where does he plan to go?
He plans to go to the park.
Do you plan to go to the park?
Yes, I do. No, I don't.
Does he plan to go to the park?
Yes, he does. No, he doesn't.
Infinitives often follow these verbs: agree, can afford, can't afford, decide, expect, hope, intend, need, plan, promise, refuse, want, would like.